against NC State. They're a team they're a good team, and they're right on the bubble of the NCAA tournament. So we knew we were playing a team that was going to be incredibly hungry, and they showed that throughout the game. I certainly think they are a team that's worthy of being in the NCAA tournament. I think they're talented. They have experience. They play an exciting brand of basketball. They have a lot of guys that can hurt you, and that certainly happened tonight. That being said, I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of our effort. I'm proud of our fight. We put ourselves in a position where we had an opportunity to win the game. We have to do a better job of making we've been a good free throw shooting team all year. And if you look at the stats, that's really kind of what the game came down to, is they were able to make their free throws and we missed ours. And so we have to be able to step up in those situations and to knock them down. But again, I'm proud of our effort. I'm proud of how we fought. We looked like the team that we've been for about 3/4 of the season. And so that was exciting as a coach to see that again. And hopefully, as we get prepared for our last regular season game next week, we can bottle this up, take that down to Atlanta, play against Georgia Tech, and then after that, get a break. We're the only team in the league that hadn't had a bye. So we're a tired basketball team. Everyone we've played has had a week off somewhere since January 4th, since we started conference play. Our schedule has been incredibly hectic, and perhaps that had something to do with us not making these free throws today. But again, I'm proud of our group and look forward to the next game.
Jeff, you talked about looking like the basketball team you did earlier in the season. What do you feel like went into your guys being able to get back to that game tonight?
I don't know. We had a couple of days of preparation, and we just, we fought. We fought together today, and again, we put ourselves in a position where we had some opportunities.
If this is the first year of the 20-game schedule, you're the first, I believe, to play the 19th game. What are your thoughts about the schedule? And no one really knew how tiring this would be.
20 games is great for our league, but it's hard. And when you're going through it and it's new, it's your first time, and it's difficult. It's even more difficult when you don't have a break. To be honest with you, and I don't understand it with us. Like, we're the only team that hadn't had it, and so we're feeling that a little bit. 18 to 20 is a big difference, especially the level of competition that this league provides. It's interesting. Everyone wants to talk about our league being down this year, and we certainly don't have the superstars that we had last year in this league. College basketball doesn't, but I think our league is still really, really good. And I think to be honest, I think it may be more competitive from top to bottom than it was last year. I thought we had 3 teams last year that were head and shoulders above everyone else. And that was that way in the country too. I do think we have 3 teams this year that have an opportunity to get to a Final Four in Duke, Louisville, and Florida State. We just don't have this elite juggernaut. But college basketball doesn't either. So I think our league is really good, and that's what makes the 20 even harder, because there are no games that you can circle and say, we certainly don't have that but no one in this league has a game that you can circle. You look at Duke and Wake Forest. You look at some of these teams that have been able to knock off some of these guys that are really good. And so it's been difficult, but it's great for the league.
Over the past 3 days after that loss to Syracuse on Wednesday, what did you see, if anything, from your team that made you think that they would potentially be getting back to being themselves and playing?
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know. We didn't do anything on Thursday. They lifted. We had a recovery day. And then yesterday we had a good practice. Not long, because it's a noon game, so you can't go long. So I didn't know what we were going to get tonight. And so for me, it was exciting to see the team that we looked like for most of the season.
When you see Adis have the kind of game he had today, think back to the Duke game as well. What's happening in those games where he's been able to be so successful in those games?
Yeah, I'm excited for his success, but it doesn't matter because we lost both games. And so that doesn't matter to me if a guy has 20-plus points. As a program and as individuals, we have to get away from that. The bottom line is that we have to win basketball games. And our D's played well, but we lost. Just like last year, Xavier played well. We were 3-15. Bottom line is that we have to win. It doesn't need to be about what one person did or what one person didn't do or anything like that. When we win, it's about Pitt. When we lose, it's about Pitt. And, you know, he had a good game, but we lost. And so for me, that's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter what he did well, what went into him doing well, or whatever. We lost the game. That's all that matters.
Jeff, during some of those long stretches where the team's not making shots and not getting points, it's obviously happened several times this season. From your vantage point on the sideline, what do you see from your team in the in those moments? Does their body language change? Does anything does it seem to kind of get to them at all?
Yeah, it does.
I guess what to you are the ways that it's most evident?
Pardon me?
Oh, sorry. What are the ways to you that that those kind of drafts getting to them are most evident?
Well, like you said, body language. I mean, you can see it. They're frustrated. Sometimes it affects our defense. But body language is the main thing.
All right. Thank you. Yes.